David Bromstad prefers another alternative over a painted accent wall. David Bromstad, widely known for his vibrant personality and keen eye for design on HGTV shows like My Lottery Dream Home and Color Splash, has built a reputation for being adventurous with color and design choices. Despite his longtime association with bold color palettes and striking wall treatments, Bromstad has recently revealed a more nuanced view on one of the most common home decor trends, the painted accent wall. In interviews and expert discussions, David Bromstad has made it clear while he understands the appeal, he now often prefers a more versatile and elevated alternative. Rather than discouraging homeowners from expressing individuality, Bromstad's design philosophy centers around encouraging long-term satisfaction, spatial harmony, and a sophisticated use of textures and materials. In his words, painted accent walls have had their time. They're an easy and affordable way to change a space, but there are more exciting and flexible options out there. Bromstad's shift in opinion is not abrupt. For years, he championed the accent wall as a beginner-friendly design solution. It used to be my go-to tip, he has admitted. But as trends evolve and homeowners become more informed, so do the recommendations from top-tier designers like him. What has replaced the painted accent wall in Bromstad's design toolkit? According to him, a variety of alternatives provide depth, personality, and sophistication without the constraints that painted accent walls sometimes impose. The concept of a painted accent wall, painting one wall a different color to stand out in a room, rose to popularity in the early 2000s. The idea was simple, budget-friendly, and quick. However, Bromstad has pointed out that these walls can sometimes break the cohesion of a room, especially if not executed with a deeper design plan in mind. Sometimes it just feels like a stripe of color rather than a design decision, he explains. He elaborates that accent walls can often feel like an afterthought rather than an integrated part of a room's aesthetic. If the accent wall doesn't coordinate with furniture, lighting, and the room's flow, it can appear disjointed or even outdated. There's a fine line between bold and jarring. Bromstad often says in his discussions and HGTV appearances. He believes that homeowners should aim for a look that complements their lifestyle and long-term design goals. Instead of relying on a single painted wall to make a statement, Bromstad suggests more cohesive, layered, and dynamic approaches to adding character to a space. Below are his top alternatives. Bromstad now recommends wallpaper and murals as a more artistic and textural solution. Unlike a single swath of color, wallpaper can incorporate patterns, depth, metallics, and even fabric-like finishes that add rich layers of design to a space. Bromstad himself has designed and used wallpaper that ranges from whimsical to elegant. Wallpaper is no longer the floral nightmare of the 80s, he says. It's high fashion for your walls. Removable options make wallpaper less intimidating, and advances in printing technology have made designs more intricate and durable. According to Bromstad, a wallpapered feature wall tells a story in a way solid paint often cannot. Rather than using color, Bromstad is a strong advocate for using architectural features to create focal points. Molding, wainscoting, or shiplap, these details bring out a level of craftsmanship and texture that paint alone can't provide. These treatments can be painted to match the wall or given a contrasting color for added effect. The physical depth and design interest they offer elevate the room without relying on bold colors. Bromstad often uses board and batten paneling or geometric wood designs to add a high-end customized look. Natural materials such as wood slats, stone veneer, or exposed brick are high on Bromstad's list of preferred alternatives. These elements bring warmth and authenticity to a room. A reclaimed wood wall or a stacked stone feature becomes not just decor, but an architectural anchor for the entire space. According to Bromstad, there's an emotional connection people feel with natural textures. A painted wall might make you smile, but wood or stone brings comfort and grounding. color blocking or full room color. Instead of painting just one wall, Bromstad often recommends color blocking techniques across multiple walls or painting the entire room a single rich tone. You get immersion, not interruption, he explains. This approach can work especially well with bold colors that might otherwise overwhelm a space. When balanced with furniture, lighting, and accessories, a room enveloped in a deep shade can feel intentional and cocoon-like rather than fragmented. A more dynamic and flexible approach, according to Bromstad, is the use of art. Gallery walls allow homeowners to express personality, rotate pieces, and create visual interest that is easy to update. Bromstad often features oversized art in his designs, calling it statement-making without permanence. Rather than committing to a color, art allows for movement and evolution over time. This is key in spaces where homeowners want the freedom to change styles without a total redesign. One of Bromstad's most underrated tips is incorporating fabrics and textiles on walls. From large-scale tapestries to fabric-covered panels, the texture adds depth and warmth. It's also sound-absorbing and adds softness to rooms like bedrooms and home offices. It's about feeling the room, not just seeing it, Bromstad explains. Fabric makes a space feel finished. David Bromstad always reminds his audience that design is a personal journey. What matters most is what makes a person feel good in their own home. If someone truly loves a painted accent wall, that's completely valid. However, he also stresses the importance of thinking through how every element works together. Paint is a great tool, but it shouldn't be a crutch, he notes. Design to him is about curating a space that reflects who you are today and can grow with you tomorrow. He believes homeowners should embrace change and not feel stuck with trends that might be easy but don't fully reflect their taste. Bromstad's move away from painted accent walls is also a reflection of a broader trend in the design world, the shift toward timelessness over trendiness. While trends come and go, designs rooted in functionality, texture, and craftsmanship tend to stand the test of time. I always ask, will you love it in 5 years? Bromstad shares, if the answer is no, then it might not be the best choice. Instead, he suggests investing time and thought into elements that have longevity, whether that's high-quality wallpaper, a stone wall, or simply a well-composed gallery arrangement. One of Bromstad's biggest design mantras is "Don't copy, get inspired." He encourages homeowners to collect ideas from magazines, shows, and Pinterest, but to filter those ideas through their own preferences and needs. A painted accent wall might have worked for one home, but another might benefit more from panel molding, floating shelves, or a fabric screen. Your home should tell your story, he says, not someone else's Pinterest board. While painted accent walls still have their place in some designs, especially for renters or those on a tight budget, David Bromstad's current approach is more focused on intentionality, texture, and long-term satisfaction. His design philosophy has matured from bold color statements to holistic, layered environments. Whether it's wallpaper, architectural detail, or immersive color, Bromstad's favorite alternatives to accent walls offer more than just contrast, they offer context. They turn a space from simply being decorated to being truly designed. And in the ever-evolving world of interior aesthetics, David Bromstad's guidance remains consistent. Don't settle for what's easy, choose what feels like you.